Laasgeel, Origins and Discovery, name from Somali Laasgeel and Geel, camel, literally camel well. Site turn search Dawilum. Location, series of granite rock shelters northeast of Hargeisa in Somaliland. Site turn search now. Although locals were long aware of the site, often believing it haunted, the international archaeological community only became aware in 2002 when a French-led expedition rediscovered the paintings. Site turn search 9. Age and style. The paintings date from 3500 to 2500 BCE. Some estimates suggest up to 11,000 years ago. Site turn search 8 turn search 9. Executed in vivid polychrome hues, including red, yellow, orange, white, violet, brown, and black, demonstrating remarkable preservation beneath granite overhangs. Site turn search to turn search 5, turn search 9. Subject matter and cultural significance. Main motifs: domesticated cattle in ceremonial attire, often accompanied by human herders, canines, giraffes, antelopes, elephants, and other fauna. I turn search 5, I turn search 9, turn search 8 Dane. Some scenes depict ritual behavior, such as humans with raised arms toward cattle, possibly reverential or ceremonial. Site turn search 8, turn search 69. A unique humanitarian touch. Portrayal of a woman giving water to a dog, depicting compassion. Site turn search 6, turn 9. Archaeological investigations. The site includes 20 rock shelters spread across the Laasgeel outcrop. Site turn search 2, turn search 9. Initial excavation 2002-2003 unearthed tools and tombs nearby, but precise dating remains elusive. Site turn search 9, turn search 5. Pigment analyses suggest a pastoral Neolithic culture focused on livestock herding. Site turn search 9, turn search. Preservation and conservation. The site is well preserved thanks to its natural shelter and dry climate, yet remains vulnerable to weathering and human damage. Site turn search 1, turn search 7, turn search 8. In 2016-17, UNESCO missions and EU-funded projects through the Red Sea Cultural Center and Factum Foundation documented, monitored, and initiated conservation efforts. Site turn image, turn search 6, turn search 8. Efforts included photogrammetry, LiDAR, protective fencing, and local capacity building for heritage management. Site turn image 4, turn search 6, site turn search 4. Global importance. Laasgeel is considered one of the finest and most important prehistoric rock art complexes in Africa and the world. Site turn search 7, turn search 8 ton. It provides vivid insight into early human society, pastoralism, animal domestication, spiritual life, and gender relations in prehistoric East Africa. Visiting today, accessible from Hargeisa via a short drive and walk. Guided visits require permits and security escorts. Site turn search 2, turn search 7. Visitors can explore multiple shelters, including shelter number 1, the largest, with 350 figures over 170 square. Site turn search 9. Summary: Laasgeel stands as a monument to Stone Age creativity, blending art, ritual, and pastoral life in remarkably preserved rock paintings. Discovered by the global community only in 2002, it has since become a beacon of archaeological, cultural, and national pride. Here's a detailed description of the Laasgeel rock paintings, based on archaeological observations and ethnographic interpretation. These cave artworks are among the best preserved and most elaborate Neolithic paintings in all of Africa. Laasgeel rock paintings, an artistic and cultural masterpiece, estimated age 5,000 to 7,000 years old, roughly 3,500-2,500 BCE, created by pastoralist communities in the Horn of Africa during the Neolithic period. General artistic style: polychromatic, red, white, yellow, brown, and black pigments. Techniques: outlined forms filled with flat colors. Smooth curves and fine lines, use of symmetry, abstraction, and symbolism rather than realism. Paintings are located across more than 20 rock shelters, with the most famous being shelter number 1, where over 350 figures are displayed. Main motif: ceremonially adorned cattle. The cattle are the most striking and repeated motif in Laasgeel. Characteristics: large, long-horned bulls and cows, painted in vivid red, orange, white, and ochre. Many adorned with geometric decorations, dots, grids, rosettes, ceremonial robes or cloaks around the neck and chest, elaborate horns sometimes resembling headdresses. These ceremonial decorations suggest a ritual or spiritual meaning, possibly connected to fertility cults, cattle veneration, pastoralist social status. Note: cattle were central to early East African economies and religious life, perhaps even sacred or totemic. Generally small in scale compared to cattle, upright posture often depicted with raised arms, possibly in worship or supplication, leading or tending cattle, some wear headbands or robes. Gender is sometimes suggested through dress or body form. These figures may represent priests or ritual leaders, herders or ancestors, participants in ceremonial scenes. Domesticated dogs. At least one scene shows a woman giving water to a dog, an incredibly rare and humanizing image in prehistoric art. Dogs are typically shown walking beside humans or cattle, suggesting domestication and companionship. They may have had spiritual or protective symbolism. Wildlife representations. Giraffes, elephants, antelopes, and ostriches appear in some shelters. These represent the savanna ecology that once existed in the region, greener and wetter than today. Wildlife may also have symbolic meanings. Elephants equals power or sacred authority. Giraffes equals grace, connection to the heavens. Antelopes equals agility, abundance. Composition and scene arrangement. Figures are arranged in narrative clusters, often showing interactions, e.g. humans and animals. Many scenes are repetitive, but vary slightly in style or composition, suggesting different painters over time. Shelter walls may be divided into panels, natural or artificial, much like storytelling sequences. Pigments and tools. Made from natural minerals: hematite, red; kaolin, white; charcoal, black; ochre, brown, yellow. Binders used may have included animal fat, water, or plant extracts. Brushes were likely chewed sticks, feathers, or fingers. Preservation and natural shelter. Paintings are exceptionally well preserved, thanks to dry climate, shaded granite overhangs, minimal modern vandalism. Still, some images are fading or suffering from lichen growth, erosion, or human impact. Key sites in the complex. Shelter features. Shelter 1, 350 plus figures, elaborate cattle with humans, central priest cow scene. Shelter 3, many abstract motifs, grazing cattle in procession. Shelter 7, wildlife figures like giraffes and elephants. Shelter 10, isolated geometric motifs, possibly symbolic signs. Summary of iconography. Category: description, symbolic meaning. Cattle, decorated, sacred animals, fertility, wealth, spiritual power. Humans, worshippers, herders, ritual, daily life, social hierarchy. Dogs, loyal companions, protection, domestication. Wildlife, elephants, giraffes, spiritual links, natural harmony. Geometric forms, grids, lines, unknown, possibly clan symbols or cosmic signs. Cultural significance, linked to early Afro-Asiatic pastoral cultures. Evidence of ritualistic life and social complexity in prehistoric Somaliland. One of Africa's most significant rock art sites, potentially on par with Tassili N'Ajjer, Algeria; Kondoa, Tanzania; Drakensberg, South Africa. Timeline of Laasgeel discovery and research. Pre-2000s local knowledge. The rock shelters and paintings were known to local Somali nomadic communities for generations. Locals often avoided the caves, believing them to be haunted or spiritually potent places, e.g. jinn inhabited. No scientific or formal documentation had yet occurred, and the site remained unknown to the global academic world. 2002, official discovery by Western archaeologists. November-December 2002, a French archaeological team led by Dr. Xavier Gotherts and the French Institute for Development Research, IRD, conducted a survey mission in northwestern Somaliland. The expedition was originally focused on mapping Neolithic archaeological sites in the area. The team was guided to Laasgeel by local elders who showed them the painted shelters. They were astonished by the site's preservation and richness, calling it a discovery of global importance. Key outcomes. First, scientific recording and documentation of the paintings. Photography, mapping, and cataloging of multiple shelters. Basic, stylistic, and chronological assessment. 2003, initial publication and awareness. The team returned to France and published preliminary reports on Laasgeel's significance. The paintings were dated tentatively to between 3500 to 2500 BCE, based on stylistic analysis and regional comparisons. Academic interest and international media attention followed. 2005 to 2010, growing academic recognition. Laasgeel was featured in several archaeological journals and documentaries. More tourists, researchers, and journalists visited the site, though infrastructure remained minimal. Somaliland began promoting Laasgeel as a national cultural treasure and evidence of its historical distinctiveness from Somalia. 2016 to 2017, digital preservation and conservation projects. A collaborative project between Factum Foundation, Spain, UK, EU-funded Red Sea Cultural Foundation, Somaliland Ministry of Culture. This team performed high-resolution 3D scanning, photogrammetry and LiDAR mapping, condition monitoring, training of local conservationists. Goals: digitally preserve the paintings, raise international awareness, prepare materials for future UNESCO World Heritage nomination. 2018 present, advocacy and heritage protection. Somaliland authorities and NGOs have lobbied UNESCO to grant World Heritage status to Laasgeel, though challenges remain due to Somaliland's lack of international recognition. Ongoing efforts focus on sustainable tourism, protection against vandalism and weathering, education of local communities and guides. Timeline summary. Table, year, period, event. Pre-2000s known locally, believed to be sacred or haunted. 2002, scientific discovery by French team. 2003, first academic publications, international attention. 2010, rising awareness, early tourism begins. 2016 to 27, digital preservation by Factum Foundation EU. Global heritage campaigns, ongoing site protection. Current status open to visitors, usually with guides and security. Well preserved, but vulnerable to environmental changes. Considered one of Africa's greatest archaeological sites, still not on the official UNESCO list due to political limitations.